Are you tired of losing your Nuzlocks? Does it feel like you're always falling short and never quite closing out your runs? Are you at the point of desperation to fill that hole in your soul that only completing a Nuzlocke can fill? Well, look no further. Hi, I'm Chev. I'm a certified Nuzlocking expert, and I'm going to give you 12 tips to improve your Nuzlocks. By the time you're done watching, you will never lose another Nuzlocke ever again. I believe in my tips so much that I will let myself be open to legal liability if you ever lose another Nuzlocke. That's right, you can sue me!
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
So let's not waste any more time and get right into these helpful tips and tricks. Number 1, don't neglect your levels. This is a very common mistake a lot of new runners will make. They will catch new Pokemon for their team and then just never level or train them. I've seen so many videos on YouTube of people doing Nuzlocks where several members of their team are just way underleveled for the section of the game they are in. This puts you at a massive disadvantage because you are essentially leaving tons of stat points on the table. You might think you can just rely on the Pokemon that are already up to snuff to carry you, but sometimes situations will pop up where you suddenly need more Pokemon to get through a fight, and then oh no, all the other Pokemon in your party are doo-doo, and now you're going to lose your run. This is mainly a problem that can be fixed by taking the rare candy pill, but if you want to do things the old-fashioned way and grind your mons through the game, then, well, you actually need to take the time to, grind them. I know grinding isn't the most fun thing in the world, but if you take the time to invest in your team and get them leveled up, you will be able to get much more out of them. And when you're getting more out of your Pokemon, you're getting even closer to winning your run. Number 2, catch every encounter that you can. This one might sound a little obvious. The whole point of a Nuzlocke is to limit how many Pokemon you can catch, so there is a much greater emphasis on making sure you catch whatever encounters you can get. But a very common mistake people will make is seeing they are going into a route with encounters they don't think are very useful and just going, I don't need these, and just skipping it or killing it. This is a big mistake for a few reasons. If you are running Dupe's Claws, every encounter that you catch can potentially lead to you having a much higher chance of catching a more desirable Pokemon down the line. For example, if you catch a Rattata in an early route, and later on in the game, there was a route with a bunch of good Pokemon and Raticate, because you've already caught the Rattata line, you've now guaranteed yourself a good encounter because you can skip over all of the Raticates. Another reason you should make sure you catch every encounter no matter what is because having a box full of Pokemon that are otherwise not super useful is good for one particular thing. You see, all Pokemon have a universal use no matter how good or bad they are: being death fodder. If you have a fight where you aren't sure if you can switch one of your Pokemon in safely, you can always use one of these bad Pokemon as a sacrifice to get a free switch. This way, you can avoid sacking a more useful Pokemon. This might seem a little cruel. I mean, one of the features of a Nuzlocke is the emotional attachment you get from personalizing your Pokemon with the nickname and then having the potential to lose that Pokemon permanently. But hey, sometimes you just gotta compartmentalize those emotions and do what you gotta do. Just like in real life. Number 3, remember to do your research. Pokemon games are incredibly dense. There are so many Pokemon, so many trainers, and lots of big tough boss fights to remember, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. There is a ton of information to absorb about these games, but luckily, there are several resources at your disposal to supplement your playthroughs and keep you from getting caught off guard. Websites like Bulbapedia or Cerebi can provide you with all the information you could ever need about whichever game you are playing. Not sure what Pokemon are in the upcoming route? You can look it up. Don't remember if Claire's Kingdra uses Smokescreen or Double Team in Gen 2? Guess what? It's on the internet. Need to know move pools, evolution levels, or item locations? We got the goddamn Lost Library of Alexandria, except it's not lost at all. It's at your fingertips. Don't neglect this resource. Use it. It will keep you from running into surprises that can sink your run. Number 4, playing around held items. This one also sounds somewhat obvious. I mean, come on, you're definitely putting Oran Berries on your Pokemon to help you get past Roxanne, or putting Charcoal on your fire type, right? Well, I can almost guarantee that you're probably not utilizing your items to their maximum potential. Status curing berries are genuinely some of the most broken items in the game if you use them correctly. If you can learn when the AI is likely to go for a statusing move like Thunder Wave, having that berry ready to go on the right mon can essentially give you a free turn, which opens up a world of possibilities, such as being able to get off a key setup move or free free switch. These can be absolutely game-changing, especially in some of the more challenging fights. But there's more to it than that. Notice how I worded this tip as play around held items. You're not the only one using them. The AI sometimes uses them as well. Knowing which trainers have what held items is incredibly important information you'll need to know to prevent getting caught off guard by a random sleep cure berry or just being able to factor in the healing from a citrus berry when doing your damage calcs. You can also play around your opponent's held items by using moves like knockoff or thief. That way you can either remove the item from the equation or, in some neat cases, farm it for yourself. There's a lot of creative ways to approach held items, and I would encourage you to explore those. Number 5. Don't take it too seriously. Okay, this one doesn't have much to do with the gameplay itself, but rather how you approach it. A Nuzlocke is a way to challenge the player to complete a game of Pokemon in a way that's considerably more difficult than it would normally be. But a Nuzlocke is first and foremost meant to be fun. I've read so many stories of players who have never completed a Nuzlocke they've started because they get too anxious about losing after they've reached a challenging point of the game, or have gotten themselves into a really tough position after losing a bunch of their team. Just relax. Don't worry about it. It's just a game. Don't let your nerves get in the way of you playing out your run. So what if you lose? You're not trying to impress anyone. No one is going to be mad. You don't have to be afraid of failing. You can always just start up a new run and try again. If you let a bit of anxiety get in the way of you playing out your runs, then frankly, the likelihood of you ever completing a Nuzlocke will drop significantly. Number 6. Like and subscribe! Every bit of engagement is greatly appreciated, especially for a microscopic channel like mine. So if you're enjoying this video, please leave a like and maybe check out some of the other content on my channel. Now you might be wondering, how will leaving a like and subscribing help me win my Nuzlocke? And that's a very good question. Number 7. Good hygiene is key to victory. To win a Nuzlocke, you need to have a strong mind and clear head, and that all starts by having a clean body. How can you possibly concentrate on winning your runs when you can smell the bacteria in your armpits kickstarting their own industrial revolution? Oh god, they've discovered marks. Oh my god, they're organizing! There's a couple things you can do to keep those microscopic proletaria in line. Shower, brush your teeth, wear clean clothes, especially socks and underwear. Use deodorant or antiperspirant, and most importantly, wash your ass! No, seriously, you need to wash your ass. This isn't like a bit. You need to wash your ass. Like, I don't care if you wipe until it bleeds. I don't care if you have a bidet. When you shower, you wash your ass. Listen, all you gotta do is you just gotta put a little bit of soap on your hand, just get it in there. Just get in there, really scrub it. Just wash your ass, okay? It's not enough to just let the water drip down onto it. You gotta wash it, okay? Listen, there's nothing gay about it, all right? It's your asshole. You can touch your own asshole in the shower to wash it, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's your body. You are allowed to do that. There is no shame in that. It's not gay. And even if it was, you should still just do it anyways, because you just do it, okay? The convention stink is getting out of control. We've all walked into a Comic-Con and we smelled it, and I guarantee you, if more people just washed their ass, it wouldn't be that bad. So please, I am begging you, just wash your ass. Number 8, don't use irony as a shield. I know I just got done saying that you shouldn't take things too seriously. However, there is a flip side to that. There is a time and place to be silly and joke around. But don't forget that at times you do need to lock in and be serious. If you keep yourself in joker mode all the time and never genuinely express what's on your mind, you'll end up trapped in a prison of your own creation. Nobody will be able to rely on you to be emotionally honest when they need you to be, and they'll stop expecting you to ever be genuine and open up to them about your own problems. Drop your guard, be vulnerable, let people in. If you do, you'll find people more willing to let you in as well. And that's how you build relationships and community. Number 9, don't let shame rule you. What exactly are you even afraid of? I mean, like, really? Are you afraid of people finding out who you really are and rejecting you? So what? Why would you even care what they think anyways? Like, oh no, you're not perfect, big whoop, you're insecure, so is everyone else, right? But I mean, like, it's also kind of hard because, sure, you know everyone else isn't perfect either, but if they knew about the huge long list of bad things you've done that you meticulously keep track of in your own mind, then they would clearly see that you are in fact the least perfect of them all. Number 10, don't spiral. Uh-oh, how'd we get here again? I mean, what do you want from me, huh? I'm trying over here. I try my best, but fuck, it's never enough, man. I just want to be good at something, you know? Is that too much to ask to have that one thing that you're known for? That one thing where other people are like, hey, I know a guy, and that's me? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to fucking ask, huh? I'm a fucking fraud, man. I'm a liar. Oh, this is a fucking lie, dude. It's all bullshit. Number 11. Sometimes the thing you're mad at isn't actually what you're mad at. You know, sometimes you go through phases in your life where it just feels like everything you're doing is a dead end. You put in all the effort, do the research, and you genuinely try, but no matter what, you still find yourself making obvious mistakes that you know you shouldn't be making, yet they still just happen. Makes you feel like you're just uselessly slamming your head into a brick wall over and over again. And it frustrates you. You should know better. You do know better. That frustration turns to anger towards the thing you're trying to do, and that anger sucks the fun out of it. And now you don't even want to do it anymore, or do anything anymore for that matter. You just want to throw in the towel and give up, and that's when you remember that you haven't had alcohol in 4 months. You thought you were in the clear. When you first quit, you didn't seem to have any of the acute withdrawal symptoms that you read about, so you figured, hey, I must be past the worst part of it. But then you think back to the last few months. You don't sleep as well, you're more withdrawn and anxious, your social battery is completely shot, and you're more irritable than normal. I mean, maybe those things could be attributed to other things going on in your life. Maybe you're having some interpersonal troubles. Maybe you tried to find love and thought you were onto something, but it just didn't work out. Maybe someone close to you went through something awful and it made you feel bad by proxy. Or maybe you're just struggling with trying to find where it is you fit in this chaotic mess of a world. But deep down, you know the real reason, and it's because of those reasons you know you can't go back, which means you just lost your main coping mechanism, and now you have to feel everything. Your anger, anxiety, frustration, all of it. You can't bury those emotions anymore. You have to face them head on, and it's exhausting. You have no idea how you were able to juggle this before drinking. You have to relearn how to live your life, and sure, there's upsides to it. You feel physically better and all, but you also just feel bad. And you don't know what else to do with that badness. So you do the next best thing. The thing you were doing anyways. You just bury it. But now, instead of having a drink, you just go for a walk and hope it helps you feel better. And sometimes, it does. Number 12, don't forget to learn your type charts.